Hey everybody, just a short upload tonight. Nothing very exciting, but I think this is very important when understanding ancient history and ancient text. This is ancientorigins.net. I'll leave the link below. I found this article last night, and I think it was just important enough to share. And this talks about the meaning of the word myth and how it has changed over the ages. And I think the people's association with this word has definitely influenced what they will believe and not believe about ancient history and ancient text. And it simply says this: the word myth has generally come to identify any story that is believed to be a work of fiction. However, when analyzing myths and legends, it is important to understand the evolution of the word and how, using the word as it was originally understood, it is crucial to unraveling our human origins. The word myth originates from the Greek word mythos, meaning word or tale or true narrative, referring not only to the means by which it is transmitted, but also to it being rooted in truth. Mythos was closely related to the word myo, meaning to teach or to initiate into the mysteries. This is how the word was interpreted by Homer, who is generally identified to have lived in the 7th or 8th century BCE, when composing his great works including the Iliad, in which he meant to convey a truth. As the age of science and philosophy began questioning truth itself, the meaning of the word began to evolve. Early scientists and philosophers questioned the truth or validity of their traditional myths, thus birthing the skepticism that would forever change the meaning of the word. About 400 years later, myths became limited to fictional tales of superstition and fantasy and symbolic stories. This is how the definition of the word myth is still viewed: a story without proof. However, a 400-year-old story should not be assumed to be false merely because the proof or evidence to support it has not been found. It is possible that myths were, in fact, a way for people to explain real and perhaps perplexing events using the knowledge and beliefs of their time. In support of this theory, a number of events described in the mythology, which were once considered mere fairy tales, have now been proven through archaeology to have existed. A famous example is the city of Troy, which is central to the Homer's The Iliad. Long considered to be a city of myth, Heinrich Schliemann,'s discovery of the actual site in 1868 elevated it to a place in history. Nevertheless, the remainder of the Iliad is still viewed as myth and fantasy, without any serious attempts being made to investigate whether or not there be more truth behind the tale. Thus we can conclude that regardless of the age of a story, a lack of supporting evidence to its truth is not evidence of its untruth, as many stories labeled as myths may in fact be based in reality. Of course, it may well be the case that many myths and legends are merely fanciful and imaginative stories, though it does seem unwise to immediately discount all of them when investigating their origins through explorations such as anthropology, archaeology, and other applied sciences could lead to major discoveries in the future, elevating more myths into the annals of history. So I just thought that was pretty important. Myths, the ancient meaning of the word, means to be rooted in truth, a true narrative. That is very important to teach or to initiate into the mysteries. If you're going to be told that about a tale, instead of it being a fairy tale, you're more likely to believe it. So I think that is very important to know the true meaning of the ancient word myth and how it relates to stories coming down from the ancient past. Hope you thought that was interesting. Hope I didn't put you to sleep. Have a nice night.